watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pocket breaking down. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. Flips it out in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football.
Touchdown, Maryland! They grabbed the early lead.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it, and the offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Jukes his way for more.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell Maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPM.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask, right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. He might want another play. They just keep firing. It's complete. At the 35, he's open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs in this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Swings it out to the flat. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds. Incomplete.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Keeps looking downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Heward. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Caught. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball.
Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
He's open on the right. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! And the Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarter.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's short. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Snapped it in the shotgun. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Trying to barge their way in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? Using the quick game. Touchdown! Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. NC State now operating from the red zone. Now on second down. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. And they're not on the same page there. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Rides the back on the option to give. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5...
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hines is tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Terrapins want to move quickly.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, going RPO on that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Turning it on. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Terrapins! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Throwing right. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where...
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Maryland! And that one will put him. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
NC State, 14.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, this defense has given us...
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Terrapins! Nice catch. Offense in a bunch formation. Making side adjustments here. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Terrapins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll take it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish. One of the toughest things to do. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of the rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally...
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Back open in the middle. They've got it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and took it on in for the... Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Terrapins! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end. The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Pucks it out of the air. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Really need to pick up this conversion. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland!
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into the...
Welcome to College Park, Maryland. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he found open space... Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up.
Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Got his man. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
Quick strike complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Off the RPO, complete. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rolling right and going deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going in.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Maryland! The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins! And with that, they move out front. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch.